How's it, everyone? Sorry, just checking. Is everyone here yet? Hoping so. Just give us a thumbs up there. You can see there's one people watching. There we go. There's a couple of people watching. Cool. There we go. Let's just give it a second or two. Okay. All right, so we've got quite a few people on. How's it, Rudy? Nancy? Just give it another second. Hi, Arno. There we go. Now the people are starting to come on. That's nice. Alrighty, so I'm going to do this in English. Evening, Justin. How's it, Stefan? Hi, Werner. There we go. All right, so we're here to have a little bit of fun today. So firstly, thank you for everyone that has entered the competition. I must say I was pleasantly surprised to see the amount of effort and photos that were actually shared. There's definitely a couple that I want to call out, and then we'll get to the business of business as usual. I think just firstly, thank you again for your support. This little hobby that became a business that is now a big part of our lives has been going for 5 years. So in September, we'll celebrate 5 years, and I promise you there will be a big, a very big celebration with hopefully some nice giveaways. So what I want to do is I just want to call out a couple of things. So firstly, if you look at the amount of knives that actually was shared in the photos, there's anything from MTEX to QBs to Kershaw's. There's Artisan, Civivis, ADVs, Customs, TAC Force, those little gun knives, which is pretty awesome. United Cutlery, who I personally love, obviously Kaisers, Bestex. And the most interesting thing when I asked my daughters to have a look at the photos as well is that what they also noticed is that how many people are actually utilizing their stuff that they buy. And I think that's the coolest thing is that it's not just there for display. People are really, really watching it. I think, watching it, using it. Sorry, I'm reading the comments here. People are really using it. If you look at some of the tactical guys that wear it from a security perspective, there's a lot of the rescue guys that use a lot of the rescue knives. So firstly, thank you for that. And I'm glad that we can help you with that and that I can be, some part of the stuff that you do actually every day. I think it's actually really nice. There's definitely a couple of pictures that have stood out. Sorry, my grandma's letting me go there. There's definitely a couple of pictures that stand out. I do want to call them out, and then I want to share with you the picture that ultimately, I guess, drew the most attention for me and was ultimately judged by my daughters and my wife as the winning picture. But then there is also a little bit of a surprise afterwards, so we'll get to that. So definitely, if I look at some of the pictures, the way that the guys use it in their tactical gears, the way that they wear it to work, utilizing it for protection and security. I've heard a couple of stories where people actually have used rescue knives and has actually saved people's lives because it had the ability to cut a seatbelt. Small things like that, and it really makes a person feel nice that even though it's knives and we all like the the bling cool stuff, that there's actually some real usage to it. I think a couple of photos to call out. The one from Rain with the watch and the gecko. I think that is absolutely awesome. I think it's really nice, creative. I definitely like the one from Graham as well, where the two knives get into a bit of a pickle with all the different multi-tools. Guys using the Damas steel for making sandwiches. I think that's pretty cool. There was definitely quite a lot of them. There's a lot of creativity that was actually there, and I think that's really cool. So I think the creativity is definitely not lacking. I think the guys are using it. Personally, that DOW machete I would not use to cut tomatoes with. I think that's used to cut some other stuff with. I know a lot of the guys took like a lot of photos to get the perfect shot. If I can use an example of that Spidey with the sunset, I think that was absolutely amazing. But there's ultimately, I can only have one winner. And the one that we selected, and my daughters helped me with that. And the reason that they could is my eldest is a art major. So she really looked for creativity. She used a very independent eye. The one that really stood out for me, and I'll post these pictures in a separate album on the page as well, was the one where there were two pictures posted. The one is of a couple of knives, and it was quite creative in the usage of that. And it had a bit of a personal flavor as well. So before we get to that, I guess I just have to show you what that person will be getting. So this is the Blade HQ exclusive Kaiser Sheepdog. It's a limited edition. This is number 277. It's got canvas micarta handle, S10V steel. I mean, for any of you that have ever handled a Kaiser, I don't think I need to say anything more than that. This is an absolutely amazing knife. It can be used. The S10V steel is a phenomenal new steel that they've used in some of their upper range knives. So the winner will actually receive one of these, and hopefully will buy a tremendous amount of more knives in future. So the winner for tonight, but don't jump off, because there's definitely a little bit of a surprise as well. So the winner that was ultimately selected is the person that represented various different knives in a very particular way, and that person is Anton Joubert. You can go and have a look at the post, the post and the pictures. Anton posted 6 different knives in different positions, all cutting pickles. We thought that was really, really creative, and it really shows the way that they have actually used it. And from a creativity perspective, we believe that was the winning picture. So with everyone's permission, I will post your pictures on the page so everyone can see all of them. There was quite a lot of entries. So thank you, and Anton, congratulations. I'll be getting your new Kaiser off to you. But I think you guys have gotten to know already that even on the auctions, there's always another one. So this is exactly the same Kaiser. This is just the brown micarta version, also S10V. This is number 48 of the limited edition. This is really a cool knife as well. And what I wanted to do is there was a specific person that sent quite a few photos, but this individual has been supporting me for the last 4 years. They have bought a tremendous amount of knives from me. They do a phenomenal job in the community, and I wanted to say thank you to this person, and the second Kaiser will actually be going to them. I know this person had a problem with one of his sheepdogs, or it's no longer with him. So I decided to replace that for him. And that person is no one else than 71 Alpha. You might know him. or 746. You might also know him as Merv. And Mervyn Knowles, thank you for your support over the last couple of years. You do a phenomenal job as a police officer. You are unbelievable to the communities in the posts that you share. Your passion for knives is phenomenal. Thank you for your support. And your replacement, Kaiser, will be sent to you tomorrow. So thank you very much. I really hope that that you will enjoy that. Guys, thank you very much. I wish I could thank every single person for their support. It's not unfortunately possible. I really, really do appreciate that you guys are supporting me. Please look out. I started with knives. You guys have made it possible for me to expand into a little bit of EDC stuff, some really cool signs, other wearables and things like that. So I really, really do appreciate the support. Look out. There's a couple of very interesting new models coming out in the next week or so that you'll see on the page. Again, I really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much. Have a pleasant evening. Stay warm. And please remember that there's some auctions closing now. So if you wouldn't mind just going to bid a little bit, I would appreciate that. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.